I'm going to do a quick video on chatter. What I want to show you is the best leather, hard, or dryness a pot needs to be to get good chatter. Right here, these are really good and dry right here. All these are good and dry. I can touch them. This here is a little sticky, and what I mean by sticky is it's so soft that when I rub on it, it actually deforms, whereas these are not as soft. I mean, they're going to deform a little bit, but these, you can actually feel the moisture in it. These over here are perfect. These are really hard. They're not sticky at all. They're perfect for chatter. Then I'm going to show you, I use a Giffen grip because I'm a cheater, but I'm going to show you how you can chatter with this tool, or if you have this tool, and then I also have some chattering tools that you can use to chatter with. So, alright, it's on. So what I'm going to demonstrate real quick is how I trim a foot, and I use this tool right here. Can you see it? Is it on the screen? This is a Doolin tool, and it's 445. And I always start on the outside, and as you see that ribbon running off, that's how it should be. And I undercut a little bit because it makes it easier for me to pick up when I'm dipping. And I'll round this out. Then I take right here and I go in and make just a little cut, because I'm going to go down and I'm going to run this tool all the way across so that I get sort of a foot. I'm going to go down and I'm going to run it across. It's a little dark because it's dark in my studio, but and I thump. I don't like the rings, so I'm going to take another tool, cut the rings out, so I don't like those. And I will straighten up the sides of my pot here in just a second, but I want to show you how to chatter. So go ahead and pause it.
Okay, it's recording.
Alright, so I'm going to use this tool.
You're out of the picture.
I'm going to use this tool right here to smooth the bottom, because I don't like the rings on the bottom. My handy. And so everybody's different. I don't like the rings. And then I'll pick everything up with my... Now, chatter. I'm going to chatter with this tool, and what I'm going to show you is that it's just a gentle touch. You're going to get that going real fast. And when it just bounces on there, it's going to produce that texture. Just want it to bounce. Just lightly. And that tool right there will produce a very pretty texture. Now I'm going to clean up my foot a little bit too. So, if you're looking, it's just bouncing on the surface of the pot. And then you should lighten up at the bottom, or you'll have to flip it over so that it doesn't look so like it just stops. So, and the next thing I'll do is I'll take my brush and I'll just brush off any of the flakes. And that is the chatter that was left.
I can't see that.
Well, you can move your camera. Okay. That's the chatter that's left on from that tool. Now, we're going to do the other pot. We're going to stop it. Alright, so I'm going to trim the bottom of this foot, and I'm going to do it the same way. I start with this tool. It's the Doolin 445. And I will trim the outside. I always trim my outside foot first. That's just the way I do it. And I'm giving it a deep foot. And I'm going to undercut it a little bit to make it easy to pick up when I dip it, or whatever. When I pick it up, it's easier to do. And then I'm going to clean this up a little because it's got a lot of excess clay on it from the bat. Not sure why the clay is doing this. I'm just now using this white clay. And I'm going to make a mark. Then I'm going to cut in right here, and I'm going to go to the center. Tap. Should be fairly thick. I like them fairly thick. Alright, I'm going to switch to my other tool. This is my bison tool. This is I love this tool. It's a wonder tool right here. Alright, now, instead of using my bison tool to do the chatter this time, I'm going to show you on a tool that almost everybody has in their studio, which is this tool right here. You should make sure this tool is very sharp. This one's really dirty and I'm not sure how it's going to work, but we're going to give it a shot. The trick is right here, when you lay it on there, you want it to be going really fast and you just want it to bounce. That's bouncing right there, but it's so dull. You just want to get it fast and get that bounce started. Now, I'm only going to do a little bit on this one. Get it going really fast and hold it very lightly. When you hear that, you're going to see that that's producing chatter. Can you see that chatter in the video? Pretty good, Steve? Alright, but then a lot of people want to buy these tools here that'll produce chatter. But this chatter is going to be very specific chatter. And if you hold your tool at the tip and you just start letting it bounce, you'll see it's just going to leave a mark of chatter all the way down the side. Depending on how fast or how slow you move up and down the outside of your pot will determine how much chatter you get. The other thing it's going to determine, like, say you use a tool that's at an angle like this. Depending on how hard you press or what angle you hold your tool, so if I hold it like this, I'm going to get chatter. But if I hold it like this, it's going to dig in even more. Right, so depending on the angle, and you see I'm holding it far out, those chips are just flying. That's why it needs to be leather hard. And you can see that that digs out. Can you see the chatter on that, Steve? You can see that that digs out even more. Personally, I like the chatter that is produced by this tool right here, the bison tool. I think it's more even. And you can do this over chatter to straighten things up. If you don't like the results that you got, you can see it. See it bouncing, and I'm just holding it lightly, but I'm going really super fast. That is the key. You need to make sure you keep your hand on the top and that you go really fast, and that if you're using clay to hold it down, your clay holds it down or it will fly off of your bat. So that is chatter. Speed is of the essence, and a light grip on any tool that you use. It doesn't matter which tool you use. You can even chatter with this tool. The technique is holding it light and going really fast, and make sure that your clay is leather hard. If it's sticky at all, you need to put it back on the shelf for another few hours and leave it alone. So hopefully that helps somebody, because I like chatter too. Thank you. That's it. Turn it off. The chatter on this mug was made with this tool, which is just made out of a saw blade, hacksaw blade that's bent, and then you sand it off, sand all the hacksaw things off. And the tip of this tool looks like this. And I've made several that are squared off, and you can make a bunch of them. And I'll show you the link that shows you how to make them.